I have some very, very exciting news, and I even got an email from the YouTube team, and I have today, Tuesday, the 29th of December, 2020, as of filming of this video, I have 106 subscribers on YouTube. I'm excited. So that's a huge milestone for me, passing 100 subscribers. I haven't been asking anybody to subscribe to the channel. That's not, I feel weird doing that, in part because I've changed up my own subscriptions and stuff like that. And so, and I don't ask people, like my friends, to subscribe, except for there's one exception, and that was just because he had a YouTube channel too. Yeah. So, so I have over 100 subscribers. I first thought about, so I started using YouTube 14 to 15 years ago, and I thought about making a channel in high school, so that would have been like mid to late 2010, so like 2006 to 2010 I was in high school. So in that time range I started thinking about making a channel and what that would mean, and it was just I have no idea how I'm gonna get subscribers, because I just don't feel comfortable like asking people to subscribe, and maybe I'll get there one day. I'm working on it, you guys. So first off, I want to say thank you to everyone who has subscribed to my channel. Like, it means a lot to me, and I see every single person, not the name of the person, but like I see it go up, that's really cool. Like, thank you guys for subscribing. It means a lot to me. And so I wanted to be transparent with my subscriptions as well. So I've been using YouTube for a long time, and the things I follow have changed, and this year 2020 has been different for me. I'm trying to shake up what I subscribe to. So in the past it used to be a bunch of music artists, stuff related to like movies or TV. I don't really watch movies or TV. I don't watch TV. I watch movies infrequently, and I haven't really been purchasing new music. That requires having money. I don't really do, if you don't do streaming services and I don't do streaming services, I'm just going through a different funk in my life, and so those things aren't as prevalent. So I've mixed up my subscriptions, and I'm working on finding new channels I can subscribe to too. I'm taking it slow, and so I don't know where this will go, but I wanted to be transparent with you guys. So I don't feature other channels, but occasionally if you click on the channels tab on my channel, it'll show the subscriptions I have. So I just wanted, Tuesday, the 29th of December, I'm gonna make sure I got that, the 29th of December 2020, these are the subscriptions I have. So these are the channels that I subscribe to. I subscribe to Creator Insider, which is the YouTube channel from YouTube on not necessarily like how to make good videos. That's more YouTube Creator Academy. I would say it is how to make good videos, but it's also a bunch of updates about how YouTube is changing, which I love these, like the videos they come out with and stuff like that, because it's like, oh, that's why this button has changed, or this is why this is no longer the case, or if they're, yeah. So it's really great from the technical standpoint of just YouTube operations. And then it's also useful because we'll talk about the algorithm and how different interactions with your videos change what's recommended and suggested and stuff like that. So it's really great from a creator standpoint. So that's Creator Insider. I subscribe to the Butter Museum, and I was subscriber number 12. The Butter Museum is a museum about butter in Cork, County Cork, Ireland. I subscribe to BBC Earth, British Broadcasting something. I don't remember off the top of my head what BBC stands for. It's a TV channel. It used to be a TV channel, at least. I don't know where it stands now, but I love their animal videos. And nature videos in general. I subscribe to a channel called no copyright sounds, no spaces between the words, and they put out music that you can use in your videos free of charge and without having to get a license and stuff like that. All they ask is that you include the information for the song in the video description. And so I've used a couple of their songs and included the information. It's fun to see what they put out, or in what music gets put on there. And then I subscribe to SpeedoInternational. They have some cool stuff with like suit testing and just if you want some fun drills, and I think I can click on it. Yes, yeah, that's SpeedoInternational. And then I subscribe to the TheWDFW, and so that stands for Washington Department of Fish and Wildlife, and I've watched their videos typically when adventuring, so they have some good videos on like if you're in the wild and encounter a cougar or a mountain lion. So it's very much for my adventuring, keeping up with what I need to do to survive in Washington State when I'm adventuring, especially if I go to one of these properties. But I find that the advice they provide is really, really good advice for going out and adventuring in Washington State. So I might carry some of the best practices from there to state parks and that kind of thing. Another channel I subscribe to is USA Swimming. They tend to cover I was a water baby and swam competitively for over a decade. So this is something that I like to keep up with. And so they cover big races and stuff like that. So in preparation of the Olympics, World Championships, that kind of thing, and United States of America swimmers. So that's the USA. I subscribe to the Forest Service, which is the national forests. And so that's similar to the Washington Department of Fish and Wildlife. I use this for adventuring, keeping up with the news, keeping track of the talk about wildfires and what they're doing to curb wildfires, make them less intense. Best practices, baby bobcats, like it's really fun to keep up with the United States of America forests and Forest Service. I subscribe to Mount Rainier National Park. I live in Washington State. Mount Rainier National Park is one of the national parks in the state. My sister went hiking there, and so I actually was like, oh, what can I find on YouTube before she goes, if there's anything that I could last minute add. And so I watched a number of videos, and I was like, yeah, I like this stuff, and it would be fun to go to Mount Rainier one day, so I subscribed. And there's some fun, just like stream videos and stuff like that, and it's kind of fun. I subscribed to William Davis, so we attended the University of California, Berkeley together, and we lived in the same flat. So not roommates, like flatmates. It was a 3-bedroom, 2-bath apartment. And so he was one of the people I lived with. And he has some fun videos, kind of nerdy, kind of like me, but in a different way. I subscribe to US Masters Swimming, so if you're not on like a swim, I don't know if you can actually be on a master's team and a college team, but I started swimming for United States Masters Swimming in college. I chose not to be on a college team, and so yeah, and so I've been a member off and on 2011 to end of 2018, and so it's kind of fun because they talk about technique, but they also cover some athletes. So it's like a mix kind of SpeedoInternational and USA Swimming. And it's really fun if someone from Masters Swimming goes to the Olympics as opposed to like someone who swam in college, because you're like, oh, that's just the everyday thing. Someone who goes from Masters Swimming, they're super self-motivated. They don't have that regimen of a college team, and they're like the extreme underdog. So them going is just like, oh my gosh. Someone who hasn't like become so consumed with the sport made it. I like that. It's cool to me. But I was also a master swimmer, so there's I'll get back one day. And then the last channel that I'm currently subscribing to is USP Alcatraz. I think that's United States Prisons. Just check the About tab. It doesn't actually say. Okay, so I'm guessing that's United States Prisons and Alcatraz. And Alcatraz is really cool. Like, in terms of prisons, like it's a very historically rich and cool geology. I'm a geologist, so I just like it combines into yeah, I'll watch this hour documentary on this prisoner. Yeah, why not? I enjoy it, so that kind of stuff. So those are my subscriptions, and thank you to everyone who is subscribed to my channel. I'm working on branching out. I have subscribed to channels throughout the year and then unsubscribed, so these are kind of like the ones that have stuck. So I'm working on it, and thank you for subscribing to my channel.